Okay, that is it. We've got time for Barrage the Farage. I, of course, never see these questions until they're presented to me on this card. And I'm going to bring Carl back into this. One viewer asks, with horse racing becoming a contentious subject regarding animal welfare, the point that I raised earlier, how can we make it safer for both horse and jockey? And just before you answer that, for example, Beecher's Brook, that famous fence at Aintree, they have changed it a bit to make it a bit safer, haven't they?
Massively. It's a completely different fence.
Yeah.
It used to be stakes, wooden stakes that were solid, which is quite high, and they were upright. And now it's a plastic little brush fence with a lovely slope on it and some spruce on top. It's a completely different fence. I mean, you look at the pictures from years ago to what it is now, it's a completely different fence.
Were you scared jumping Beechers?
No, because your adrenaline's up and you love that you're on good horses that are mainly very good jumpers, and so they're bred to do that.
So is making it easier and safer, is that the right thing to have done? Or was it more of a challenge before? It
was much more of a challenge and much more of a test for horsemanship. So you had a better feeling of when you completed it setting out to get round was a great achievement before.
Yeah. Well, I suspect we'll go more and more in this direction. Camilla asks me, America joined in World War II only after their own security was threatened. Will they do the same over Ukraine? Well, America joined World War II, but it was helping, of course, the British with Lend-Lease. Interestingly, the 102-year-old we had here yesterday, Steve Melnikoff, his family came from Ukraine. Nearly his entire family perished in World War II. Look, as far as Ukraine's concerned, you can agree or disagree, but it's Boris Johnson that's taken the international lead in terms of supplying training, weapons and equipment to Ukraine. And frankly, America has come in behind what Johnson has done. The one thing America is keen to do, and NATO are keen to do, is not to get directly involved. Laura asks, do you think there'll be a second referendum on Scottish independence? Oh, they never stop, do they? I mean, Nicola Sturgeon, she's against the Scottish referendum result. She's against the Brexit referendum result. I mean, there is no democratic choice taken by the people in this country that Nicola Sturgeon doesn't want to undo. If they do have a second referendum, I tell you what, they will lose. Another asks, final question, have you tried vaping? I know all of you want me to give up smoking. I have tried vaping. I think it was absolutely vile and it made me cough horribly. But there we are.